It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. Buckle up. There's football coming your way on Sunday
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in this. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
They send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it's picked up by the defense. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Fights off the pressure. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dragons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Again, Mahomes to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Finds his man Rice. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Evans now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Jukes one defender, and he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. This one goes for 3 yards, and they're going to have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds his man Chase. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Dragons getting their punter out there. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Now here he goes. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. This is ahead for about 5. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 37. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Third and short, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jared Verse on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. That's the end of one. Both teams. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up 1st down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Justin Reed with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stroud now. That's complete to Bowers outright. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Stroud from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Stroud. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A give left side for Gibbs. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Dragons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. In off to Gibbs from the gun. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Stroud. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs offense out to take over. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. And it's the Chiefs, lined up with a 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is on 3rd and long. On target to Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And a man is there to knock that away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. First down, Stroud. Complete here to Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Stroud off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Throw caught at the 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up second down. A final throw before the break. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
A toss now to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Searches from pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's Pacheco again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Pistol now for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Hauled in by Gray.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
It's Pacheco on third. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Breaks the tackle, still going. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Second and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. Looking to throw, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll make it a 2-score game. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs headed... They're out and set, first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Tight end in motion right. From the 27. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of... They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Broke through the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Running back sent in motion. Stroud from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has it down close. And in for the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the 1st down on the Chiefs.
Looking to throw Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. One of the tight ends in motion left. A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Finds his man Gray. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. From the 28. Hauled in by Worthy. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Chiefs down by 16. offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Mahomes to throw for it. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Here's 2nd and 2. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Another throw for Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. To throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.